Hey y'all, join me for my egg freezing initial consult. So if you guys have been with me since those first two videos where I mentioned that I had a pretty not so great experience at my last clinic that I tried, so that really turned me off from the whole egg freezing journey. But I did speak with a friend and she gave me a referral to RMA Brooklyn with her doctor. And so it just gave me a lot more comfort that I would have a doctor who can advocate and speak to me like another person and a human being versus a patient who has no idea what the going on. So if you are unfamiliar, RMA is directly across from DeKalb Market in Brooklyn. It's about 50 minutes away from my house, but I will travel to make sure I get a good medical experience. When you enter into the facility, look at it. Gorgeous. The lights, the office looks exactly like the pictures, like so clean, but not giving you that like doctor sterile look that you're worried about. And it looks like, oh my God, am I going to be on an operating table? They have like the purple lavender on the wall. Just an overall good vibe and experience when you get in. Also, the ladies at the front are playing the tune, so you always have a good 90s R&B vibe as soon as you get in. The room to the left of the waiting area is where you will actually go to get your blood drawn every single visit. And that door that leads to the hallway that you see there to the right is actually where you will have your retrieval and recovery and where your eggs are stored. Like all of that happens in the same office. So while I'm sitting there waiting to be called, I do know I'm meeting with Dr. Tia Jackson Bay. As I mentioned, I didn't do as much research on her because I trusted the referral of my friend. And then to find out that another friend went to her and also had a great experience, I just felt more comfortable. And then I also saw on the RMA New York site that she was listed as one of the top Black doctors in 2023. So that made me feel even more comfortable with her. I decided to include some more information about her for this video, but then I realized that I never looked at this because I saw that she went to Vanderbilt and so did I. So do you know me? But I don't know how old she is. I do not remember her if she did go to Vandy. That would be really weird for my friend to look at my vagina. That's weird to y'all. I know. Anyway, so she brings me to the back, and the first thing that I noticed are the diplomas, the certificates, everything academic for all the doctors here. And as an academic snob, that actually brought me both joy and comfort. So we sit down and we talk for about 50 minutes, literally from everything to all of my periods. I have tracked back to 2011, I think. But the length of time, has it changed over time? My FSH, my AMH that I got from my past experience with my clinic, any difficulties, any symptoms. We get into male infertility and how when couples come into a fertility clinic, 30 to 40% of the time it's due to a male infertility issue, which I did not know. I didn't even know that men were responsible for Down syndrome. And then she takes me through all the phases of egg freezing. So first you'll have your initial consultation, which is what we were doing today. If I do want to proceed, we'll have blood tests and scans. I'll go in for a second consultation once my period starts. Then we'll start stems, we'll have monitoring. Even though those are separate, those happen at the same time. I'll be ready for my trigger. I'll go through the retrieval process. You get your eggs and then you keep them on ice. So once we had that conversation and I said I was ready to go, she said, great. And we moved on to the next phase, which is the scan, AKA ultrasound. Now don't be alarmed. I know you see it. Yes, that thing goes up in you, but it's just a regular ultrasound. This is the ultrasound machine. This is an example of one of the rooms, but still with the purple wall, giving you comfort. Love it. I will review with you guys some of my ultrasound images. I'm going to be very open and honest, but that'll be in another video. And then I met with the financial coordinator and the patient coordinator to go over some items to set up time. And that's really where I found out some new items that I didn't know about the egg freezing process. And I had a temporary roadblock.
I want my eggs cracked.